As a deer hunter, I want to know all I can about America's favorite big game animal. That's why I became a deer farmer. Without deer farms, we lose our greatest resource for research and whitetail management. With them, we gain more knowledge than ever before. Join me as we discover the truth about whitetails and meet those who work every day to preserve this great species for future generations. My name is Keith Warren, and this is Deer and Wildlife Stories. Hey everybody, welcome to the show and to Cross Plains, Texas, and also to one of the most beautiful manicured pieces of property I've been to in a long, long time. This is Mossy Rock Whitetails, and on today's program, we'll introduce you to some folks that have used the whitetail deer to help transform this piece of property into a show place. And they're also using whitetail deer to help others do the same thing.
I'm Michael DeVinny with Mossy Rock Whitetails. I'm the ranch manager here. We've got 220 adult deer, about 110 bucks, 110 does, and about 130 fawns on the ground.
I'm Kurt Mai, the owner of Mossy Rock Whitetails and Mossy Rock Ranch in Cross Plains, Texas. We would love for you to come out and see our deer. We'd welcome to show you any pedigrees. Everything we have is pedigreed. We send in the DNA. It's all proof. We have it all recorded, and we'd love for you to come out and see our deer.
Anybody interested in coming out and looking at our deer, we'd love to have you out. The months of July and August are the best times to come. You can come anytime, give us a call. We're here every day. Number's 254-725-4334.
So everybody's got a favorite look of the deer that they like, and for me, my favorite look is big, clean, pretty, typical deer. I want them symmetrical, I want them big. And it just so happens that that is the same goal that they're trying to do here at Mossy Rock. All right, well, I can tell who that is right there. Oh my goodness. Tell me, that is Express Shadow, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. Look at him.
As big as he's ever been.
At 6 years old, I mean, that is amazing. I mean, what do you think that deer will score?
I mean, it'd be well over 350, I believe.
He's beautiful too. I mean, he's just got a good symmetrical shape, but he's non-typical, so he's beautiful. Well,
why?
Who was that guy with him? I mean,
that's a big franchise 3-year-old.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
And so that's at a franchise. Well, I know franchise is getting it done. I mean, in the deer industry, I mean, every sale I go to, I'm looking and I'm hearing franchise. It all comes back to Mossy Rock.
Absolutely.
Okay, and so a 3-year-old, so he is getting it done. He's throwing we've got
big yearlings, we've got big 2-year-olds.
But last year we filmed franchise when we were out here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so you're going to be able to show him to us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to be able to see. So folks, we'll show you franchise, and that is that buck's daddy. But are you going to use him like for a cover buck or something?
We actually sold him already, so
did you really? He's
going to breed at another place.
You know what's amazing, folks, is that the deer business is we went through a couple of tough years. I think I mean lately all over the place, but in Texas right now, deer business is back. I mean, it's coming back and it's robust. And literally at Mossy Rock, you basically sold everything that you've got to sell.
We have. We've sold all our bucks this year. We've sold just about all the does we need to sell. So.
And so deer business is good, and it is exceptional here at Mossy Rock. And the reason why is, I mean, look at the genetics. You know, the cool thing about coming here is that when we talk about genetics, I really want to stress that it's all about genetics. Yeah, you got to feed them right, but it's all about genetics. I mean,
no
so
question.
Y'all have taken the pedigrees and you really focused on the does, didn't you?
Yeah, we focused on proven production does.
And what's happened?
Great marketability and.
There are two different kinds of customers that y'all have. Okay, the way I look at it, you've got guys that are in the breeding business that literally all they're trying to do is grow the biggest deer on earth, and they're using your genetics to try to get there.
Yes.
Okay, and then you've got other guys that want to take your enhanced genetics and put them on for their well, they can use them for breeding.
Right.
But many people are actually using them to stock ranches as well.
Yeah, they're using them for breeding purposes on their ranch to improve their genetics. Absolutely.
And so what's happened is, like, for example, this piece of property, what is 3,000 acres, more or less?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, 3,000 acres. And before this deer farm was here, this piece of property, I think if you killed a 125-inch deer, it was a 2-tanker. You burn 2 tanks up, showing everybody in town. Now, I mean, it's like thanks to deer farming and what's going on here genetically, I mean, the hunting in this area is over the top.
Yes.
And so what they're doing is they're actually taking these genetics and they're selling them to people that are tired of trying to, well, they're tired of seeing a 120-inch deer at the most, and they want to grow big deer. One thing to keep in mind, it costs just as much money to feed an inferior deer as it does to feed a superior deer. So why in the world would you want to have inferior deer? And it's for that reason that when we talk and we give advice on deer farming, that we suggest people, if you're going to get into deer farming, start with the best genetics you can afford.
That's right. That's right.
And so if somebody wants more information on buying deer, if you don't have any for sale, it's like, well, what do they need to do? I mean,
we'll have more next year. They're making babies every year.
Yeah, okay, so this show, I mean, if you're watching online, if you've got any questions or comments, go ahead and post them down below, and I promise you I'll get right back with you. If you're watching on TV, I want to let you know that you can watch our show online, and by going to my website, and if you're watching on TV, you're watching this show during the 2018 calendar year. Okay, the does when you're watching the show are going to be bred. You can come out here, you can take a look.
Yes, sir.
And you'll certainly make a deal with those people then.
Absolutely, we'll have more.
Okay, so give them a telephone number in the event that they want to contact you.
254-725-4334.
Okay, we've shown you a franchise son. We're going to show you a lot more from Mossy Rock Whitetails, but right now, let's go take a look at franchise.
Let's do it.
Deer and Wildlife Stories is brought to you by Record Rack Deer and Elk Feeds, the North American Deer Farmers Association, Advanced Deer Genetics, Beam Fence Company, New Dart, Divine Genetics, North American Deer Registry, Protect the Harvest, Headgear LLC, Newport Laboratories, Superior Milk Replacer, and Dr. Ray Favero's Whitetail Genetics. Viewer feedback is presented by Protect the Harvest, Protect the Hunt. Kim is from Florida, says, I've got nearly 30 acres and I'm thinking of starting a deer farm on it. My question is about shade. My land doesn't have many trees on it, and I wonder how much shade do deer need. Also, thanks for having all your shows on your website. Kim, deer do need shade, otherwise, especially in Florida, otherwise you're going to get stressed out like crazy. What I would encourage you to do, look at all of our shows. Every show that we go to, the people have carports, and the carports are used for feed covers, but also they're used for shade. And so if you don't have adequate shade or trees in your pens, make sure you get some carports, and that will help your deer out.
Franchise has been an amazing buck from day one. He was 222 as a yearling, 355 at 2. What's so great about him, his body holds, he can hold that big horn. He's healthy, he's not, so big where he has a tough time holding his antlers. He's just a total stud, and we're really proud of him. And we're going to keep breeding with him because he throws. You put him on good doe lines, he's throwing like crazy. So we're going to stay with him, but we literally have a whole pen of franchise yearlings that you're going to see that are awesome.
All right, folks, last year we were right here in the same pen and we showed you a buck by the name of Franchise, and he is getting it done in the Texas deer industry and across the country now. People are starting to realize when they breed with Franchise, they're getting some good offspring. Look at him this year. What a buck.
Yes, sir.
Wow. And this year he's how old?
He's 5. He not quite as big as last year, but we bred him pretty hard. So.
Well, you've got some yearlings out of him too, don't you?
Yes, sir. All the yearlings in this pen are out of Franchise or Tombstone.
Wow. Okay, and Tombstone is a beautiful buck that last year we filmed, and he was just absolutely giant. But looking at Franchise and then looking at his offspring in here, that's pretty doggone impressive.
Pretty consistent.
The rest of these are all yearlings? Sure
Yes,
enough?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Even that great big one back there?
Yes, sir.
That's a yearling?
Yes, sir.
What, you got to have a name for him.
Yes, sir. His name's Maestro. He's kind of our up-and-comer there. We love his look. We love his pedigree.
Wow. Okay. He's so clean and pretty.
Yes, sir.
And that's really what y'all are going for.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I mean, a lot of people are going for inches now, but in the deer industry. But
our
Mossy Rock,
customers have been asking for cleaner deer, so,
yeah, and so
we're listening.
Yeah, you're listening. So Tell me about Maestro's pedigree.
He's franchise on Secret Weapon on Miss Texas.
Was he born here?
Yes, sir.
You hear that? That deer
Yes,
was
sir.
born here.
Yes, sir.
If I mean, the way to tell, I mean, a really, really good deer farmer, in my opinion, is when they're breeding, they're breeding and the deer are born on the place. I mean, that's where y'all got it going on. I mean, the genetics here are phenomenal. You're breeding with your own stuff. That means you believe in your own stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And take a look at that, Maestro. Okay, so you got semen available on him?
We hope to this fall. Absolutely.
Okay, what he means by they hope to
Right.
is tell him.
Well, he's a yearling, so he's yet to be collected. So
Yeah.
so we will be collecting him this fall.
So come late October, November, he's gonna hopefully get collected. And if you're interested in some semen, you ought to give Michael a call. And if you have any questions or comments, you're watching online, just make sure and post them below. We'll get back with you. In the meantime, I hear you got some other big deer out here. I mean, have you got any 2-year-olds?
We have a
franchise?
great pen of 2-year-olds out of franchise.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
what you can see, what y'all are seeing right here is the result of the franchise breeding, okay? And this is the 1-year-olds. We just showed you a 3-year-old. Now you're looking at 1-year-olds, including Maestro. I want to take a look at the 2-year-olds because that'll show you production-wise when you have a buck like franchise that keeps getting it done year after year after year.
That's right.
We're going to show you 3 generations to prove it. So let's go take a look at some 2-year-olds.
Let's do it.
Closed captioning provided by Keith Warren's Texas Hidden Springs Ranch. Now it's time for the Beam Fence Minute.
I'm Mark Beam from Beam Fence Company. Today I'd like to show you how I pound posts. When I pound my posts, I like to make sure that each post is a minimum of 4 foot in the ground. This is important for the integrity and the strength of the fence. Integrity of the fence, you want to keep the posts as straight as you possibly can. I shoot all my dots with a transit, and that keeps things nice and straight, it's almost bullet straight. I've been building fence for 27 years. I don't require a deposit from you. When I come to your job, I'm going to be on the job with my crew all the time. I take each job I do very personally. I'm going to put my name on it when I'm done. And I want to make sure that you're satisfied when I leave. If you have any problems at all with your fence, you can give me a call. I'm going to be back to take care of it. I'm Mark Beam from Beam Fence Company. If you'd like more information about us, you can contact us at beamfence.com.
Deer farming is not for everybody, but for the people that it's for, they love it. They're passionate about it. And it's hard to find young people today that I think that are passionate about deer farming. And so when I met Gunner here last year, I thought he's a special young man, and he is, because he loves deer just as much as I do, just as much as Kurt or Michael or any deer farmer that I know. And like I said, deer farming is not for everybody, but for the people that it's for, it's something that we just can't get enough of.
My favorite part of working in this business would have to be that you're outside every day. There's no way I could ever work at a desk job. I mean, I realize there is some desk work that goes into this for sure, but just being outside and working with deer every day, you simply can't beat it. I just love deer.
I grew up out in the country hunting. I was in the town, I lived in the town, but you know, we had land out, and I was always a tractor nut. I was on tractors, and I just always been around it. So this ranching's been a big part of me, where I wouldn't say I'm a rancher, I'm more of a farmer. I like to get out on tractor. I live in Dallas, these guys are out here every day, morning and evening. I couldn't do it without them, and I wouldn't do it without them. It is a lot of work, but they do it because they love it. We have a lot of fun out here, we really do, and we love the business. But there's a reason that we're doing it too. It is a business. And it is to make a profit. And that's why we've worked so hard to have good deer, is so we have customers that come and buy them. And so we would love for you to come out and see our deer. We'd welcome to show you any pedigrees. Everything we have is pedigreed. We send in the DNA. It's all proof. We have it all recorded, and we'd love for you to come out and see our deer, because we are really proud of our deer, and also our pens. Just we keep everything up good, and our deer are healthy. We're real proud of just their conditions. So please come out.
Franchise is getting it done, that's for doggone sure.
No
You've got
question.
some unbelievable yearlings.
Thank you.
these deer right here yearlings?
Yes, sir.
Stop, stop. Dadgum, Michael. These are yearlings?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're all freeze frame and triple crown yearlings.
Okay, all right. That is amazing. You know, you drive past here and you like, this doesn't even faze you anymore. I mean, for me, I'm sitting here, I go to deer farms all over the country, and to see a pen of yearlings like this is amazing.
No, they're great. We're real excited. I mean, of the future. I mean, next year's going to be fun.
Oh, and the jump between 1 and 2 is incredible. Last year, we were out here and we filmed a bunch of franchise yearlings last year. That's where we were heading, trying to show you the 2-year-old franchise deer that last year we shot. So we can, when we get over there, when we get done showing you these, we're going to show you what those guys look like as yearlings. And I'll bet you money, these yearlings that we've just seen so far today,
they're way better.
Are better than the yearlings that you had last year.
Yes, sir.
And the result of that is, well, the reason for that, I should say, is genetics.
Yes.
Simple as that. All right, and these are out of freeze frame and triple crown.
Yes, sir. About half and half in there.
Next year is going to be fun. All right, let's go look at some guys, and I want to say hi to them again. I saw them last year.
Yeah, let's go check them out.
All right, man. If you're ready to get started in deer farming, go to deerandwildlifestories.com and click the Get Started Deer Farming tab. You got to be pulling like 2-year-olds.
Yes, sir.
These are franchise?
Franchise 2-year-olds. There's a couple out of Black Magic in here, but for the most part, they're all out of franchise.
That is hard to believe right there.
Yes,
Franchise 2-year-olds. Now last year, we can go back and we can show you the video that we shot last year of these guys, and you can see them as yearlings. Okay, take a good look at what they look like as yearlings, because at 2 years old, take a look at them. And so the difference, if you're a whitetail hunter and you're looking at a yearling buck come walking out there and you think, well, do I want to take him or do I want to wait until he's 2?
Yeah, always
You want to wait. Okay, just take a look at that. So now that is amazing. And then, I mean, there's some beasts in there. Okay, so if somebody wants to, are these deer sold too?
We've sold a few of them as breeders, but I mean, we're trying to keep them to their 3 for the most part. So.
Okay, and the reason for that is so you can see what they're going to do?
See the potential, yeah.
Okay, and then at that point you'll make a decision whether you're going to sell them to somebody else to breed with or you're going to keep them.
Correct.
Okay, that's a good strategy.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
if somebody wants more information on Mossy Rock Whitetails, give them a phone number.
254-725-4334.
And they are located just outside of Cross Plains, Texas, about 2 hours from Fort Worth. And they have some beautiful deer. They've got some unbelievable genetics, and as you can see, franchise is really getting it done. But I hear that you're kind of changing a little bit strategy. You're going for more of the typical look.
Yeah, we wanted to go bring in a few outside bucks with some more typical look, what our customers are asking for.
What do you look at first? Do you look at the looks of a buck first, or do you look at the pedigree of the buck first?
The look first, and then the pedigree.
Yeah, because if he doesn't have the look,
right.
It doesn't matter what's behind him.
That's right.
Okay, so you're looking at the look first, and then the pedigree. But if the look is absolutely what you're looking for, and the pedigree doesn't back it up, what do?
You kind of move on. I mean, it depends on how well the look is. You might change your opinion of that pedigree after you see the look.
You move on. A lot of deer breeders would not move on. The reason why is because they like that look.
Right.
But what you're doing, you're breeding for genetics. I mean,
Correct.
You want not just the look, but you want the background.
Certain pedigree that fits what we're trying to do.
So the pedigree is vitally important, and you can see the result of a great pedigree in what you're looking at here in this pen.
Yes.
This is just unreal.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So you have a new partnership with somebody. Tell them about it.
Yes, sir. So one of the bucks we chose to bring in, we bought half interest in at another place. He's gonna stay there, and we're gonna incorporate him through our AI program.
Okay, and his name is Automatic.
His name?
Right?
Yes, sir.
And it's automatic, man. When you take a look at this deer, I mean, he's unreal. Tell me about his pedigree.
He's Express on Maxstream on Easy Does Its sister.
Well, that's stout. You can see how come he looks the way he looks, and
Yes, sir.
and so that's kind of cool thing about the deer industry. I mean, the people that you're partnering with, they're friends of ours.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
and they're competitors.
No, absolutely.
Okay, and so it's okay to have a partnership with a competitor.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking, you know, the deer industry, that's one of the cool things about it. It's like a big family. Yeah, we're competitive, highly competitive, and we all want to have the biggest and the best deer, but you know what? We're all willing to help each other out too.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, they're good friends of ours, and we're very excited about the partnership.
And so what you've got these new genetics that you're bringing into an already unbelievable genetic line to produce the future for Mossy Rock Whitetails.
That's right. That's the plan.
So everybody's got a favorite look of the deer that they like, and for me, my favorite look is big, clean, pretty, typical deer. I want them symmetrical. I want them big. And it just so happens that is the same goal that they're trying to do here at Mossy Rock. And so when you take a look at these bucks, especially you add in automatic and you add in majestic, I mean, they have got a lineup for the future that is going to be incredible. So I'm looking forward to coming back next year and seeing what they've got on the ground, because the yearlings this year, the yearlings blow last year's yearlings away. And that says that they're doing something right. Every year, your deer need to be getting better because you're stacking better genetics every single year. And so as I look at the yearlings this year, I go, man, what a wonderful crop of yearlings, and I just can't wait to see what they have next year.